Hi there, I'm Monica Cueva from San Diego Continuing Education. In this video, I will be covering Web Outlook Basics and public folders. So let's get started. By the end of this video, you will be able to log into Outlook, navigate Outlook, add a profile image, search and filter Outlook, and add public folders. First, there are different ways that you can log into Web Outlook, but one of the ways that you can get there quickly is by typing a short link. And this short link is mail.sdccd.edu. Now let's go to Outlook to take a look around. We're now in our Web Outlook, and we'll first begin with some basic navigation. So let's go to the top right to these icons, and we'll go to the first one, which you can call the waffle, or it's just the square of squares. And you can then select different options. You could access your mail from here, which is where we are right now. You can go to your calendar, your people or contacts, as well as your tasks or to-do items. And then next to that is the icon for your notifications or reminders that you have set in your calendar. And then the third icon is settings. And there are a few that I'd like to point out. One is automatic replies. So this is good if you are sick or you are planning on going on vacation. You can set the start time and end time of this automatic reply, as well as the automatic message that people would receive if they send you an email during that time. And also in settings, you might want to look at display settings. So right now I have mine set as the default, as you can see here with the 3 panes. You could also choose to show the reading pane down at the bottom, or you could hide the reading pane altogether. I will keep mine as the default. And then another option under settings is change theme. So if you feel like you want to brighten up your Outlook, you might want to select one of these options. Okay, but I will keep mine the way it is. And then under settings, there's also options which lead you to your more advanced settings, which I will focus on in a future video. Okay, and then moving further to the right, you have your icon. It might already have your picture there if you've uploaded it. If not, it would just be a gray icon. If you click on that, then under this icon you could select change, and you could upload a photo directly from your device. You could select the image that you would like, and then click open. Right now I will cancel because I have my picture here, and then after you see your image uploaded, you would select save. And then every time you send an email, people would see your profile image. Okay, great. Let's go to the far left, and this is where you have all your folders. You have your inbox, your deleted items. So you can add new folders. So let's say I want to add a folder to my inbox. I make sure that it's selected, and then I right click on that folder, and I could select to create a new subfolder, and this would add a folder under the inbox folder. I could also choose to add this folder to my favorites, which is where you can also add public folders. So favorites is where we now access public folders. We have to first add the folder to favorites, and then we can view the folder. In order to do that, you need to right click on favorites. So you can see my cursor is on favorites. I will right click, and then I will select add public folder to favorites. And now you can see that these are all our public folders. I can select continuing education. You cannot move a folder that has subfolders to your favorites. So if it has an arrow to the left of the folder, that means that it has subfolders and it cannot be added to your favorites. So for example, I could not add CE Counseling, but I could add CE DSPS. I would select that folder and add to favorites. But in order for CE Counseling to go in, I have to click this arrow to the left, and then I could add any of these folders because they do not have subfolders. Okay, so that's how you add folders. So then I could select California Reports, and I could click the star at the top to add it to my favorites. And now if we go to my favorites, you can see that I have the DSPS folder as well as California Reports that have been added. Looking at your inbox, you can tell which emails have been read or unread. So when you see the subject and time in blue, that means the email has not been read. For the emails that have a subject and time in black and gray, those emails have been read. And to select an email, you'll just click on it so it's blue. And once it's selected, it will appear on the right reading pane. And if you would like to see that in a larger view, you can double click on that selected email and it will open in a new window. You'll also notice if I hover over an email that these 4 icons appear in the top right. So I could quickly delete the email. I could mark it as unread, so now the subject and time are blue, or mark it again as read. If I click this check mark, it's going to flag the message so that it's marked as important and I will be able to quickly find that later. I could also click this pin if it's really important, and it will put this email up at the top of my inbox and it will keep it there for as long as it is pinned. And then I can always unpin it once I no longer need to be reminded of it. Now let's look at ways to quickly search and filter through your inbox for specific emails to help save you time. You'll go to the magnifying glass in the top left corner, you'll click in that box, and then you can type the name of the person you're searching for, you could type the subject, and you can use keywords and phrases to help your search be even more efficient. So for example, one phrase could be from : and then the person's name. I'll hit enter and I don't use any space and I don't need to capitalize, and then you'll see all these emails from people named Laura. I can exit the search by clicking this back arrow. I could do another search for a specific subject. If you put a word in quotation marks, it uses that exact phrase. So if I'm looking for a specific subject, I'll put it in quotation marks, I'll hit enter, and now you can see that that word is in all those subjects. And again, I will exit by clicking this arrow at the top. And you can use other operating words and phrases such as and, but, or in all capital letters. You can do to : from : subject : sent : and the exact phrase in quotation marks. And you can also search by using filter. So if you come up to the top of your inbox, click that down arrow next to filter, and you can search for unread emails, emails to you, flagged. You can sort by, and if I select from, it's going to put it in alphabetical order, and I can see who I can search for these emails by who they are from. And I'll go back to date. I can filter, I could do show as, and this might be important for you because by default this Outlook categorizes all your emails into conversations, but you might not be familiar and you might not be comfortable having all your conversations in one email. So you might prefer to select messages, and that will separate all the emails so you can read them individually. Now that you have finished this Web Outlook Basics video tutorial, you know how to log into Outlook with a short web address. You can navigate Outlook, you know how to add a profile image, you can search and filter your inbox efficiently, and you know how to add public folders to your favorites in Outlook. Additional resources related to this topic are available below this video in YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video tutorial. Hopefully it has helped you find some ways to save time during your workday. And please feel free to connect with us. Thank you.